All right, so tonight I'm going to move the 55s. We're going to get the 55 gallons over here on their stand tonight, and I'm going to give you guys a little uh, thought or a little insight on the process that I'm going to do to get the fish over here safely and get the tanks on the stand safely. So I'm going to take out all the scape. I'm going to take out all the fish, put those guys in a bucket. Then I got a trash can that I'm going to use uh, for the water that's in there, so that way I don't have to put new water in. And then I'm pretty much going to take the substrate that's in there, clean it out real good, which it shouldn't really be that dirty, but I'm going to clean it anyway. And then I'm going to um, basically just empty the tank out, and so the tank is just empty, so I can move it over here pretty easily on my own. And then I'm just gonna do everything in reverse. I'm gonna put the substrate back in, put the escape back in, put the water in, put the fish back in. So make sure you guys stick around so you guys can see how the secret part of the fish room is gonna turn out. Alright, so as you guys can see, the first 55 is moved off the old stand that it was on. I still have to move these two, but I did get this one over here on the stand into place. I got everything back in the tank. I do need to fill it with water, but for now, since I don't have any air running, I lowered the water level just so I can get that surface agitation to make sure that the fish do have some kind of oxygen. Alright, so the next step is for me to move this tank here off the stand. I'm not going to move this one yet. I'm going to leave that in the middle. I don't want to take this tank off and then maybe the wood bow or anything like that. I'm not taking any chances on that. Maybe crack a seal or something on the tank. Who knows? But I'm going to get this tank off of this stand, and I'm going to move it over here onto its stand, which I got another 20 gallon that I went ahead and made a sump out of that and did all the baffles and everything in there the way that I actually feel like is the correct way to do it. So the water will come in here, it will overflow down through here, go through our biological media, then overflow here and back into our return pump. That goes back into the tank. So here's one last look at the tank over here on this side of the fish room. Um, like I said, we got all of our 20s moved over there. I don't have any lighting or anything over there yet. I still have to figure out the electrical and stuff like that. So for now, the fish are kind of going without light. Just they got the light bouncing off the 300 and the light from the 55 down there with the bass in it. But they'll be okay for now. So let me get this tank here moved, and then I'll show you guys what that's looking like. Alright, so I got this 55 up on the stand here. I did have to shim the tank a little bit on the front and the back just because the basement is not level. And as you guys can see, I got the sump going. We got good beneficial bacteria, or a good place for beneficial bacteria to start growing in there. I just put a bunch of filter floss and stuff over here on this side. As you guys can see, it's already starting to catch some debris. I think I'm going to take that hose and stuff it underneath so that way it can pretty much just catch whatever the filter pad right here in the middle does not catch, and then of course the beneficial bacteria will start colonizing on the lava rock. And we got our return pump over there. The tank is looking good. It's a little cloudy because I just put it together, but it will soon clear up just like it was before and be crystal clear. I got a cluster of wires over here just hanging. Um, I have not figured out the electrical yet, but the most important thing is to get all the tanks over here on their stands, and then I'll worry about the electrical later. But we do got our peacock bass down here in their tank too. I know I already showed you guys that, but just giving you guys a little update on this tank. It is doing great. The fish are kind of getting back to themselves. So the next thing I'm going to do is to move this 55 here over on to the top of its stand, and then I'm going to have to tear this whole rack system down here. But as you guys can see, I got some more wood down here cut. I will let you guys know what's going on with that in the next video. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm just show you guys the fish. I did put the wild discus back in the 125 with the rest of their family. They are looking good in there. I got a project going on, as everybody knows, so I did move them over here. But we will have to move them again once I finish doing everything else. There go the Africans. They're doing great. Looking great, doing great. I'm going to add some more Africans in there. Look at these guys. Just showing out. Super red top Kapumas. Showing out. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know if that's breeding activity or maybe those guys are into it. I don't know. But they are looking good. Then over here, look at that girl. Look at her. Colored up. Looking real good. There's the male back there in the back. He's looking good. All the fish are doing good. My Oscar, they haven't been picking on him anymore. So he's pretty much, he's about 98% of the way healed all the way back up. We got our tigers, our red tiger Severums in there. Got two of those still. Then we got the pair of Severums there. Electric blue Acara. Look at that chocolate cichlid. Still putting on good size. He's going to get about, I don't know how big they get. Maybe like a foot. I got that little Vieja in there. We're here. So I got all the tanks over here. I got them all up and running. Everything is set into place. As you guys can see, I did the electrical. We got all these tanks running. I just got air on these two tanks right now. There's no light. I just take the light off of this tank here and I run it on this tank for so many hours, and then I switch it to the rummy nose tetra tank, and then I put it down on the tank on the bottom, which they don't really need light because there's nothing in there but just fish. Over here, I did get the 55 up on the stand. So I got all the fish in. I got the skate back in there, which is nothing but just that driftwood. I got the sand back in there. Cleaned the sand, which it really didn't need any cleaning because it was already pretty clean. I gave it a really good rinse before I put it in this tank. One last shot of the new spot in the fish room. So this space over here really saved me a lot of space for what I got coming. I already been working on some stuff. You guys gonna have to stick around to the next video to see that. But this space definitely saved me a lot of room. I was able to put all of these tanks over here in one corner. So that really saved me a lot of space. Even just building my stands out of wood saved me a ton of space, because there's no way I would have been able to put all these tanks over here using the cinder blocks. Look at that male. Just a stunner. Just a stunner. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And like I said, I'm going to feed the fish and stuff. Make sure everybody still wants to eat. I know the African cichlids, that's all they do is eat. They always want to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Make sure you stay tuned. And remember, always feed the fish. Holla.